Today's hottest music, Hot 103, that was Sly, Slick, and Wicked with their cover of the Vanguard's hit, Somebody Please. Your boy Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon, hooking you up all your favorite Latin, hip-hop, and oldies. Right now, it's an honor to be joined by one of the true kings of underground oldies, the godfather and the founder of Sly, Slick, and Wicked, the legendary Sonny Daye. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, thank you. It's nice talking to you.
First of all, how does it feel to know that your music has survived the test of time, been passed on from generation to generation, still loved and still being played on the radio after all these years?
Well, it feels nice to know that I'm appreciated still, and that's why I give so much credit to my fans, because I noticed that a lot of the fans that are coming to see us now are kids that weren't even born when we started out, you know. So it's appreciated, and it's being passed down from generation through generation.
Now, I know you guys are still active, still going strong, touring, doing a lot of shows. Is there any interaction you've had with fans that kind of blows your mind or that stands out to you over the years?
Well, let's see. Some of the things that blows me away is when I walk out on stage or somewhere in signing autographs, some guy comes up with Sly, Slick, and Wicked, a confession of feeling tattooed on his body. Same thing happens with the girls. There's car clubs that carry our name, Sly, Slick, and Wicked also. And just a lot of odd things that I never would have dreamed of.
Who are some of the artists who inspired you early on?
Well, now that is a major, major story, because I never intended to be a singer. It was just something that came about. And so, like, I would say that people that got me involved with it was people like a guitar player that just recently passed. His name was Freddie King, and he had told me once, I did a thing with him, just as a promotional thing with his show. And I did the show, and he told me afterwards, he says, you know what, I have to work too hard, and I'm the pro. And he says, I'm going to tell you something. He says, as long as you live, don't you ever open your mouth unless you get paid for it. He says, because, you know, you have a gift, and you might as well accept it. If you're going to be in the music, accept it and do it the right way.
Wow, that's amazing. Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. Special guest, the legendary Sonny Daye of Sly, Slick, and Wicked. We have much more to talk about, including their biggest single, one that gets requested and dedicated a lot right here on a Sunday afternoon. Of course, that's Confessing a Feeling. He's agreed to stay on the line here, though, is Sly, Slick, and Wicked. This is their cover of a song that was originally done by the Persuaders, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Hot 103. Today's hottest music, Hot 103, Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. Special guest, the legendary Sonny Daye of Sly, Slick, and Wicked. Now, during a radio interview, you said that performing with such groups as the Delphonics, Blue Magic, The Moments, Barbara Lynn, Peaches and Herb, Gene Chandler, The Intruders, The Manhattans, Zapp and Roger, Bloodstone, and Denise Williams has been both rewarding and enlightening. Tell us what you meant by that.
Well, the thing is, it's just that I'm exceptionally, repeat that vigorously, that I'm exceptionally proud of our following. And so as a result, I take it maybe a lot more serious than some entertainers. Some of them are just there to do a job. Me, I'm there to portray an image that make people have something to live for. You know, there's been too much violence in the world today, and I'm hoping that if we're in town, maybe that particular night, there's no violence. I mean, there's people that really take the time out to say, hey, take time out. We're all friends tonight. We'll go out and enjoy ourselves. And then tomorrow, what happens? But today, this is our day to be laughing and joking with each other and having a good time.
Now, what would you want to say to the listeners going through their daily struggles in life, but at the same time aspiring to reach their goals and their dreams?
Well, I would say anything that you really want to do, go out and do it, and don't let anyone distract you. In other words, it's your life. You're entitled to what you want to do. And God always says that, you know what, if you want something, reach for it, and it'll be there. You just go out and say, hey, you know what, I want to be a car salesman. Okay, that's what you want to be that. If you want to go out and be a fighter, be a fighter. If you want to be a musician, be a musician. But don't let anybody control what you do. Just go out and go for broke, and somebody's going to listen. And you won't always have everybody in your corner, but believe it or not, all these people in this world, you don't need everybody. You just need a few. And once you get that few started, then you're on your way.
You definitely have a lot of fans right here in Las Cruces every Sunday. People calling, dedicating, confessing a feeling. Anything you want to say to all your fans right here in the 575?
Well, nothing really other than the fact that I want them to know that for me, the fans is my life. Because without the fans, I don't feel like I'm doing anything worthwhile. And I've always been amazed at the fact that so many people followed our groups, and it's been a blessing, and I feel like I have been truly blessed, but I feel that whatever I do, I never, ever want to lose contact with the people.
I'd like you to think back and reminisce. When was the first time you heard Confessing a Feeling on the radio? And take us through that experience and let us know what it was like for you.
Well, the first time I heard it on the radio was in 1971 or 72. That time, you had a radio station called XPRS, which had international following, you know. Matter of fact, it was on the show that Wolfman Jack used to come over. But we were doing it with Huggy Boy. It was a surprise in one respect, but I really didn't expect to hear it over the radio. It was like all of a sudden you hear it, and somebody runs over and he tells you, "Hey, man, is that you guys singing?" You know, and I don't know, so I run over to the radio. Sure enough, it was, and so I just kind of like took it with a grain of salt. It was interesting, but yet it's almost like you can't believe it's happening.
When did you realize that you had something special with the song Confessing a Feeling?
That I can't really say because God's my witness. I think that in general, that song affected more people than I thought it would ever affect. And I've been blessed with that particular song. I've been blessed with a huge following. And as a result, my fans to me are something special and will always be something special. And I will always give credit to my success to the fans that have always supported me.
Henry G here with you on a Sunday afternoon. Special guest, the legendary Sonny Daye of Sly, Slick, and Wicked. We're about to get into the track Confessing the Feeling. Before we do, Sonny, did you ever have any idea that all these years later, these songs would still be loved, played on the radio, and you'd still be out there performing them?
I had no idea. I mean, like none.
It's the Sly, Slick, and Wicked, Confessing the Feeling, Hot 103.